Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. Before we get started, yes, I am a huge hypocrite. I know this, just because the last video that we talked about the Oscars, I said I wasn't gonna watch it, um, and I was set on not watching it up until last night. Um, but my mother wanted to watch it, and I had a little curiosity as to how they were gonna salvage from last year. So, um, so I decided to tune in, um, and I just want to just make a very short video and say, good job, good job. Like, I still don't really support the show just because of past experiences and just past years, how they've treated their nominees and all that sort of stuff. And I still think that it's a very irrelevant show in terms of just industry and just overall just purpose. I think that it's still a very meaningless show. Because, again, awards inherently are just very meaningless things. Um, but just talking about the show, I think that it went off just fairly fine. I mean, there was no real issues that I saw. Ran pretty smoothly for the most part. Sorry, I've got like something in my eye. I don't know what's going on. It's like early in the morning right now. Um, but uh, but I think that the show overall ran fairly smoothly. The only thing that I would say is that um, the political discussions, the political speeches, they said before the show was going to start that they weren't going to have anything like that. Obviously, you can't control celebrities. They're going to say whatever the hell they're going to say. And considering how the industry operates, they all are all about their politics. So obviously, if they were going to make a speech about someone was going to start a speech about something, and that would start, the cycle of people doing some political nonsense. But I think that the tempo is correct for what the show should be. I mean, I just want to see just the awards handed out. I don't give a shit about extravagant things. I would have appreciated a little bit more energy, but in that, I just wish that people would be a little bit more just enthused, because it was pretty dull for the most part in terms of just overall like feelings. It's just pretty because as we noted about these nominees, it was just like they don't have much value past the year they were released. They just are films they just kind of acknowledge from this year, and then they just move on from. It's not something that films that you really sit with. I'd say Tar is probably the closest to that. It's a film that I probably would revisit years later, but everything else I just don't care for. I mean, I think they're good movies, like Everything Everywhere All at Once. I really like, it was expecting for what it was going to win. I think nobody was sort of surprised by the wins. I mean, the Jamie Lee Curtis one, no. But I mean, in terms of a winners list, not surprising. But I think that just the attitude, just the behavior of the show, like removing the energy that I felt could have been, a little bit more. I think that it was appropriate, and I think that it was just low key and tame, and I think that that's how the show should be. It's not going to be relevant. It's not going to have any merit or any meaning. But in terms of a viewing, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was just, I mean, was it a little boring? Yeah. Could I do without the musical numbers? Yeah. I feel like there still is room for improvement in terms of tightening the show, because they're always making a joke and having issues with tightening the time for these sort of things. I still say the musical numbers are that place to really get a more tight show in, because even still, I don't see why they have to be there. They're only there for one category, and they're taking up so much time. So, but just beyond that, and like I said, just the expecting political speeches, the expecting wins, and just the overall just purpose of the show, you know, just like I said, just kind of it feels meaningless at this point. I do think as a production, it ran fairly smoothly, and you know, it was, you know, it wasn't a bad watch. You know, would I watch another year? Probably not, um, unless my mother or whoever is around really wants to watch it. Then you know, like like I don't have a real agenda against the Oscars. I do think that they have poor optics. I don't think that I think that they treat their nominees really poorly. Um, like I think that the institution like has issues. And I think that they need to improve on that. But I mean, like if this show is a preview for what other shows will be in the future, then you know I don't think it's bad. I think that it's dull, but I think that dullness is probably the best place for the Oscars because I don't need extravagant stuff. I don't need um, like big like hooplas and stuff like that. Like I don't need all that stuff because you know this is supposed to be an award show. Just hand out the awards, maybe crack a few jokes here or there, and then just move on. Like I don't need all this crazy ass stuff, you know. So yeah, so like in terms of what I think the ceremony should be and how it acted and all that sort of stuff, I think that it ran fairly smoothly. I still don't think it has much of a purpose in the industry and just in overall. Um, and I have to say, I'm happy that all the nominees got represented. I'm happy with that because that was an issue last year. So, um, so it's an improvement. It's definitely an improvement over the last couple of years because the last couple of years have been pretty questionable. Um, so it's definitely a step in the right direction in terms of just a production. In overall relevancy, it's going to go downhill more just because people are just progressively caring less and less about the Oscars. And to an extent, it's great because like I've been saying for a long time, I just feel like an award show in general is a meaningless thing. So I'm glad that people are catching up with that ideology and just that idea in general. But as a production, it wasn't bad. I wasn't really annoyed or irritated. Just the political nonsense got to me a little bit, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So good job, Oscars. I think it was a decent show. I don't think I'll tune in next year, but you know, if this is how shows might be for the future, not bad. Not bad. I think that it's actually, in terms of the attitude, it's dull as hell, but in terms of an attitude for an award show, I feel that it's appropriate. And I think that it should be the president. It should be how it should be for future Oscars. So it wasn't a great show, but for what an award show should be, which I think, you know, is being this kind of dull, like, atmosphere and just being about awards being just brought out and represented, I think it worked. I think that it was a decent show. So, you know, so I think dullness is the right spot for an award show. That's what I'm getting at. It doesn't make it any less, doesn't make it great. It just still makes it dull. But I think that is the attitude of what an award show should be. It shouldn't be extravagant and all that sort of stuff or exaggerated, you know. So you know, so will I tune in next year? Probably not. But for this year, definitely an improvement. So, what'd you guys think of the Oscars? Did you guys think it was all right? Like I said, I don't really care too much. I mean, my mom wanted to watch it, so I just thought, all right, I guess I'll tune in. Because, like I said, I don't have any real agenda against the show, just besides just how they treated their nominees and stuff in the past. But you know, I did actually boycott it last year because of all that crap, but this year it was like, I mean, they're making improvements. They're including all the nominees and stuff, so I figured let me just watch it, and you know, because I had some time to kill, so I was like, all right, I might as well just watch it, and yeah, it felt like an improvement to me. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you guys think it was an improvement? How did you guys feel about the wins? Did you guys feel that some other things should have won? I think definitely Tar should have won a lot more stuff, just personally for me, but, you know, hey. Everything is, it's all an opinion, but and like I said, it's just no meaningless thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That's it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Good job, Oscars. Definitely an improvement. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. We have more videos set for the future. Definitely, I got like 2 or 3 already uploaded, so make sure you guys stay tuned for those videos. And that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.